Hello, I'm Nige.
I'm Anders. Welcome to the Cheeky Extra. You see, I tried to go no Clarkson there and immediately started tripping over what
Didn't
I was
work.
saying.
Didn't work.
So, welcome to the Cheeky Extra.
We've just done a big beer, massive beer,
Massive beer. Yeah.
and we
I
felt that wasn't enough, so we're
Yeah,
gonna have
there's
another.
some more. I honestly don't think that massive beer has affected our performance.
No, we took. It's a long time we took to savor that one,
Yeah.
and we thought we'll do the cheeky extra.
Yeah.
Because I don't really want to do this one because I've gone out of my comfort zone with my beer choice. And I thought, Nigel, you need to try something you wouldn't normally try.
We talked about this beforehand. I don't know what you've
Yeah.
bought, but I'm quite nervous for you.
And I am as well. I
That's
know what I've got everything I
this
don't
is of
like about.
course as far as two blokes of our age go outside of their comfort zones.
Yeah, well, no, it's just everything I wouldn't want in a beer. I've managed to find a beer with it all in there.
Go on, show it.
Well,
What is it?
no, it's not quite all because it's not a wheat beer, it's not a sour beer, but
But come on,
it's from
flip it.
Brewdog.
Oh,
Brewdog, Tony's, Hopolonely.
I can't bring myself to buy it.
No, and I couldn't. I thought, well, no, I'm going to
Yeah,
go for it. It's white chocolate and raspberry milkshake IPA. I can't think of anything more disgusting.
you
So
know
I bought
what?
it.
I have to say, milkshake IPAs was a thing I wasn't aware of. I forgot his name, but him down at Drop the Anchor. I went down to pick up some beer from
Yeah,
Drop the
yeah, you
Anchor,
remember you saying.
and he gave me a little try of his milkshake, and I was astonished at how like a milkshake it was. I didn't particularly enjoy it, a bit too sweet, but you know,
I know I'm not. Anyway, it's 6.3%. So
okay.
anyway, what have you got, Anders?
Now I've gone. I was going to go beer 52, but I decided what we're going to do. I'm bored by what I've got down there. Um, Wandering around town, I found a new brewery stocked in a shop of mine.
Yeah.
We're talking Scuttlebum
Oh, I've
by
never heard of those.
Powder Monkey Brewing Company. Never heard of them. I I, I was drawn by by it looks great, is what I'm trying
Yeah,
to
yeah.
say. This is a Munich Hell's Lager,
Oh, lovely.
and I just thought, okay, let's give it a go.
Anders, get it in the glass because I just want to delay getting mine in the glass.
Do you know? Right, okay. Let's get my beer cam up and running.
Do you know what a powder monkey was?
I yes,
It was in it's in the olden day ships, Nelson's era, with a powder monkey with the young lads that they used to press gang into it. The young kids, probably under 10 or something, and they were because you wouldn't have all the gunpowder on the gun decks because that'd be too dangerous. So that'd be below the waterline at the bottom of the
yeah.
ship somewhere. So the powder monkeys were the ones that used to run down and get a couple of shots worth of gunpowder up, bring it up to the guns, and go back down, and they were powder monkeys.
They were indeed. Um, well, I've poured it. There it is. It looks like a
Wow.
lager,
Yeah, a Hell's Lager.
and it smells a bit like the
We
facts
can
was
just
just.
do your one. I don't have to open my one.
No, you
I'll put my
you might
beer
be
can on.
surprised.
I know. My expectations are very, very low.
What we've often talked about expectations versus results.
I know. I might actually enjoy this.
Yeah.
Yeah. White chocolate and raspberry should be in a cheesecake, not a beer, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. It's quite white and yellow. Oh,
Right, okay. From my point of view, and I know
yeah,
that what I'm seeing down the zoom lens here
yeah,
is not quite the colour that you're seeing.
yes.
And but it still looks awful.
It's a lot of sweetness coming off. You know, you go into one of these traditional sweetie shops.
Yeah.
This is what this smells of as you go
Yes.
in there.
It could go one of two ways. Do you know what? I've seen it, and do you know what? It might not be that bad. It might not be.
Really hope not.
I'm sure it won't be. Mine is.
No, you go in, give it a taste.
Let's do it. Wow. So much going on. I don't know. I don't know what to think. Right. I'm getting some really odd stuff going on here. It's very malty. It's a very malty lager. And it takes a long time to finish, but when it finishes, it just finishes. It's like,
All right. No lingering.
gone.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, this is what I love about beer. Everything is just so different.
Yeah. This is really nice. It's very crisp. It's very dry. But this is doing a lot of things in my mouth.
Good things or bad things?
Good things.
Oh, good. I like that.
But I'm trying to put those into words. Come back to me on that one.
Okay, I'm going to go in.
Go on.
Oh, sorry, I just smelled it.
Too sweet.
It's like drinking fizzy pop. Just so, it's ice cream.
Yeah. Like an ice cream soda.
Yeah, but it's got quite a sharp alcoholic taste on the back end. Not
Okay.
over. It's just quite a harsh undertone on the back of the not nice sweetness.
Yeah.
But it actually makes the sweetness taste a bit better. Well, less worse. That's a better phrase. I think I'll conclude this is not nice, but I shall persevere. Professional. I'm going to go through the whole glass.
That's what we're here for. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, before we... Right. At the moment that you uncorked your beer,
Yeah.
I spotted something over your shoulder. And I've been trying so hard not to mention it.
I know, because it's not what you expected, is it?
Not what I expected, no. What is that over your shoulder, Nige?
You know exactly what this is.
Yeah.
Nursery Crimes by Genesis.
Genesis, yeah.
A prog rock album
Yeah.
in Nige's collection.
What's it doing in the collection, Nige?
Well, I don't know. Gatefold sleeve, look at that.
It's a beautiful cover, yeah.
On the other side of the gatefold, all the
Oh,
lyrics.
look at
Like,
that.
blurb about who plays what and
Yeah.
what songs and stuff. Now, I bought this for two reasons.
Right.
Number one, the cover looks amazing.
It does. Yeah.
Going through record shop, I'd seen it so many times, and it's so cool.
They draw you in sometimes.
Playing croquet, and there's just heads on the lawn all the way over there.
Yeah.
And it's just a brilliant cover. And also, I'm down in the pub with all you proggies, in the olden days, and you were just, oh yeah, nursery crime. And you're always talking about Genesis, nursery crime, blah, 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 blah. And eventually I thought, you know what, I'm going to buy it. And I bought it, and I played it. And I thought, oh, that was shit. I haven't played it since, apart from just before we came on air. I thought,
oh, really?
It's still rubbish. I don't like it. So, anyone wants to buy a hardly used.
Where did you buy it from? Did you buy it from Snoopy's?
I have absolutely no idea where I got it. But yeah,
It's
not my cup of tea.
Go on then. Give us. If I hadn't had a full litre of facts, I could run through this.
Because you
track
probably
listing straight away.
Find out. The musical box, track 1.
TikTok.
Harold the Barrel.
Cut off his toes and he ate them all for tea. You can't go.
Seven Stones.
Yeah, it's musical. I think that's just an instrumental, if I remember correctly.
Well, they've got words here.
Oh, have they?
Yeah, but I don't know.
Oh, I know. Yes, I'm getting confused. Beg your pardon.
Or Absent Friends.
Lovely song.
The Fountain of
Smalsis.
Or Smalsis.
Yeah.
The Return
of Giant Hogweed. And do you know what? It's purely because of that song that I know that the Latin for the giant hogweed is, I think, Heracleum mantagasiani.
Just reading it now. Yes, correct. An educational album. And the final one, Harlequin.
Harlequin, yes. Yeah. Take or leave.
Yeah. Never has an album presented itself from the covering and the marketing as something I want to delve into, but delivered so little when I listened to it. But you would totally disagree because you like rubbish music. Sorry.
No. All I'm saying is I like interesting music and it taught me stuff.
Yeah.
Heracleum mantagasiani. If I hadn't bought Somewhere in Time by Iron Maiden, I couldn't give you any idea of the timeline of Alexander the Great.
Fair enough.
But, as Iron Maiden tell me, Alexander the Great died of fever in Babylon. Verbatim, the lyrics. Died of fever in Babylon.
Educational music.
Educational music, yeah. It's all very good.
Yeah. But I think it's album, packaging, artwork, 10 out of 10. For me, the music, probably 2 or 3 out of 10.
We were talking off air earlier on about sort of possible desert island discs type things.
Yes.
The follow-up to that album was Foxtrot.
Right.
And on there is Supper's Ready. I don't know if you're aware of anything about it, but it's about 23 minutes long.
Oh, a proper prog song.
Oh yeah, it takes up the entire second side, near enough.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, that would very probably make my desert island disc list.
Well, you're getting your money's worth. If you're on a desert island, you only got 8 songs.
Yeah.
One of them's 23 minutes long. That's a bargain, isn't it?
Absolutely. And so many different emotions. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. I'm reining myself in because I want to go off on a big one here about Genesis. But have you
Anyway,
seen? I don't know if you've seen. They're doing a tour at the moment, Genesis.
right?
Um, just to kind of say goodbye, and that's it.
Yeah.
But bless him, Phil Collins is not well,
No,
so
I thought
he's basically sat in a chair.
he just singing.
Yeah. Um,
Because I saw it was a couple of years ago, 2 or 3 years ago. He was because did he have a stroke or something?
I don't know. I don't know.
Because he was playing drums, but he couldn't physically hold the sticks, and he was actually taping the sticks onto his
Yeah.
hands so he could play.
I don't know if it was a stroke. I don't know what, but it got to the stage where he couldn't. Um,
Yeah. Oh,
it was,
such a shame.
yeah, it is a shame, and he doesn't.
Although as much as I detest, not detest, that's the wrong word, but I don't get on with Genesis. But Phil Collins is very, very talented man, fantastic drummer. I think he's hugely underrated as a drummer.
I really think he is. Again, we go back to Supper's Ready, and if you look at that 20-minute piece of work, you've got songs like Apocalypse in 7/8 with the most extraordinary time signature, and his timing and his offbeat cymbals are just beautiful. It's an education. Listen to that song for drums alone, because there are so many different things going
You've
on.
hooked me in now, being an ex-drummer. That's something I might have to give a listen to.
Yeah. Don't enjoy the music. You won't enjoy the music. You'll hate
I
it.
know.
But
I'd have to listen to it about 100 times before. Oh yeah, I get it now. I'm now a prog rocker, but I don't want to get to that stage. I don't want to put in the hard miles to get to that. I really don't.
no, but you're right. I think Phil Collins is a very underrated drummer. He's always he's renowned for that big. I can feel it.
Yeah.
Phil, which is great.
No, but that's.
But there's so much more to Phil Collins than that.
Do you know what? Drinking this halfway down now. It's still awful.
Oh, you little tease you. I thought you were going to say, oh,
What I did there?
I'm in love with it.
Isn't it?
You did, yeah. Wow. I was
How's your
thinking
beer
I
going?
might have to get some for a second,
Yeah.
but I won't. No, it was interesting. I was watching a documentary about Genesis. And of the three original members, you've got Tony Banks on keyboards, you've got Mike Rutherford on bass, stroke guitars, and you've got Phil Collins vocals and drums. And it was fascinating looking at the pecking order between those three.
Right.
And how Tony Banks is the absolute king of Genesis.
Tony Banks was the
keyboardist, beg your pardon.
All right.
Okay. He's the king of Genesis.
Right.
Mike Rutherford not far behind. And right at the bottom was Phil Collins.
Well, he joined the latest out of them.
Well, he did, yes. But
he always felt a little bit like an outsider.
I don't know if that was why it is, but it's just that Tony Banks always had absolute control over it.
It might be why Peter Gabriel left.
No, Peter Gabriel, I think, just wanted to do other stuff.
Yeah, fair enough.
I think. But I think it's interesting just to see how they work. They had an argument. In this documentary, they had an argument.
Yeah.
Because they started talking about the song In the Air Tonight. And Phil Collins said, well, I offered it to Genesis. I went to Tony and gave it to him, and he said, no, not interested. And then if you see an interview with Tony Banks, he'll say, no, he never brought it to us. We'd have snatched it up straight away. And
selling porkies.
Somebody's selling porkies, yeah. But it does, yeah. It's interesting. Given that Phil Collins is just this huge name who's shifted millions in a solo way, still cowed to Tony Banks.
Yeah.
It's an odd
Wow.
thing.
Anyway, how's your beer going down?
Mm.
Have
You
you?
asked at just the wrong time there.
How's the odd flavours panning out?
They're still they're still there, and I don't mean odd in a bad way. It's just
No, no, no.
there's a path here.
Would you get that again?
Yes, I would.
Sorry, where was that brewery based?
Gosport.
All right.
Yeah. Yes, I was surprised. I saw 4 beers from that place. I thought, right,
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. I'll have those. They'll turn up at some point, I dare say. No?
You know, I'm getting. To be fair, to review this properly, I'm getting the white chocolate, the vanilla coming through from the white chocolate. I'm getting the raspberry end to it. I'm getting all that, and it's like with the milkshake bit going on there, it's like ice cream.
Yeah.
But
But
I'd
it's not
rather
what you
have
want. So, I mean,
white chocolate and raspberry ice cream rather than having it with an IPA. I'd rather
Yeah.
have a proper IPA without the rubbish in it.
I mean, I think it's clever. I think it's interesting that people can create something like that. But
I think it's an abomination, but that's my view.
right, I think it's time to draw an end to this.
I think so. Definitely.
Yeah, I'm not going to say anything
Bye.
other than that. Oh, you just did.
Yes. That's all right.